think Pri has been known to have the best fields, and to be a champion, you want to test where you're at, and having the best in the world lined up is always where you want to be. So being able to have that competition, to know where you're at and what you need to work on is always good. So I'm always excited to be here because, of course, it's a fast track as well, and everybody loves fast times. Well, I'll be doing the 200, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know that my 100 has definitely been superb, and I've been working on a lot of things in practice, and I'm hoping to carry that over to the 200, and hopefully I'll have one of those fast times as well like I did in the 100. Definitely, it has definitely affected my training in how I prepare for the championship, and what's also good is that it's early as well, it's an early championship, so you kind of have to plan, and knowing that I don't have to compete in a 100 at my national championship kind of gives you a little breathing room, because if anybody knows about the national championship in Jamaica, it's hot. So, you want to make sure that you secure your spot and just focus on the World Championship that's coming up. So for me, I think what's ironic is in 2017, I missed the championship because I had my son, and I didn't get to defend that title, but then I came back 2019 and I got that automatic spot. So, and I'm not pregnant, so it's good. I definitely think it means a lot because coming in the sport, there weren't a lot of moms that were representing, because for a lot of us, we thought it was just unheard of to be an athlete and start a family and come back because you're also scared. And being able to do it and come back and show that you too can start a family, you can come back and you can still, get a top spot. You can still focus on the career. It's not just motherhood. It doesn't, limit you. If anything, it enhances your performance and also gives you that extra push to want to show the world that, as women, we don't like to be put in a box. We like to be, focused on and understood and know that we can, get to the next level and evolve. And I'm glad I was able to do it because it wasn't easy. And I think the more women who see it, the more they know you have options. You can start a family, you can come back. You can have an injury, you can come back. Whatever it is, you have the power to do it. Well, funny enough, I wasn't really a track head growing up, where if you know anything in track in Jamaica at that time, people were talking about Merlene Ottey, they were talking about Veronica, and you kind of start to know these athletes and, but I wasn't thinking track at that time. And then eventually you get in the sport, but I would definitely say my mom was my biggest role model, because she got pregnant when she was young, and she couldn't actually do track anymore because she had a scholarship to go to high school, I think it was Papine High at that time, and she couldn't do that, and I saw her, just really hustle to make life for us, and I think that really kind of motivated me to get out of my situation, the current situation that we had going on, because it was difficult to have role models in the environment that we were in. So I was really focused on my mom and, her work ethic, always up 5, going to the market, whatever it is that she could do to make life, that was what she did. And I think that kind of gave me that drive to say I didn't want to end up in that situation. I didn't want to get pregnant and drop out of school. Because I didn't have anywhere to go, So that was like the focus, to really put my all in track and also school and try to find that balance to make it out. So for me, I think I would definitely say my mom, and then eventually as you go, there's always athletes along the way that there's something you can take from them and you can add it to your own personal life and you can make it happen. So you had a lot of them, like even in high school, I remember Usain Bolt being insane in high school. So you see different athletes, you see Asafa, you saw Sharon, you saw so many different athletes, and you could take something from them. And the legacy that we have in Jamaica with sprinting and just athletes overall is really tremendous. So you can draw from so many other athletes. So I'm glad to be able to be in that conversation where I'm adding to, the lives of our young athletes, not just in Jamaica, but globally. But what I do know is I'm focused on doing all that I can to make sure I succeed at, if I do both events, then both events, And I think last year Dublin was hard. I thought it would be easy, but it was very hard. And I think I've doubled now 3 times at a championship. Yeah, so I'm thinking about it, but it depends on just how you feel, because sometimes you feel very good like me. Some mornings I feel very good, and then the next morning I feel 35. But not all the time, so it depends. But I'm really excited about where I'm at and how I feel currently going through the season. So it's something that's definitely possible. I am running at my national championships, both the 100 and the 200. So after I secure my spot in the 200, then I have the option of deciding, based on how the rest of the season goes. It's not very long to decide, since our national championship is like the end of June, and then the world championship is like a couple weeks after. So after that, then I'll make the decision. But then I'm excited also about the 200 tomorrow, because you kind of now see, okay, this is where I'm at, this is how I feel, and we look forward to see, how the rest of the season goes.